aboard the night train.
Looking for a vibrant nightlife experience in Bogalusa, Louisiana? Look no further than Our Legend Sports Bar and Grill. This black-owned hotspot is located at 709 East 4th Street, Bogalusa, Louisiana. Come dance the night away on our energetic dance floor where the DJ is sure to keep the party going all night. Enjoy a full bar offering great drink specials and party deals that will make your night unforgettable. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Stop by Our Legends and become a part of the legend that is us. Hey man, we not like Club Shay Shay and them, man. We don't have a studio or nothing like that. Like we don't have anything where we can have them set it up for us. I mean, you got Cam.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I have to, man. Everybody ain't able to just have their junk set up in a special room in the house and everything, No shade. You know what I mean? Like they just sit down and start recording studio in their own house. It's wild, man. I'm still out here trying to get it out the mud, man. I had to rent a whole nother building just to set my studio up.
Don't be like that, bro.
That's crazy.
Don't be like that.
I don't see you on
it's up. I just had to it's up. It's up. We up on YouTube. We up on Instagram. We up on YouTube. We up on Facebook.
All right, I see you now.
Sit down and start recording. We up on YouTube.
All right, I got you. Let me cut this down. All right, man. Welcome into another live edition of Night Train Podcast with your boy Drew, my brother Kev. How you feeling tonight, brother Kev?
I'm tired, Drew. I'm tired, man.
I'm right there. Let me get this out the shot, man. My bad.
It has been a long week. A long week, man.
Come on now, man. That's a good thing, though, man. I mean, business is good. You working like that, man. You providing for the family. How the fam doing, man? How everybody doing over that way?
Everybody good, man.
Yeah.
School, work, nothing crazy. Birthday coming up though. Trying to get like you. Hey, speaking of that, the good Lord humbled me recently, Drew. So remember I was calling you old not too long ago?
Yeah.
Well, I found a gray strand of hair in my mustache. And that was like last Sunday.
Yeah. Hey man.
And then that night I found another one here and another one here. It's just
hey, you getting them quicker than me, man. I ain't see my first gray pop up till about 37, 38. You know what I mean?
I hit up my daddy to see when he started seeing his. It was about the same age, bro.
Yeah. About the same age.
Same age.
Hey man, that's that wisdom starting to pop out, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, man.
Oh, David, let me go ahead and shout out Legends, man. Legends, this episode is presented by Our Legends in Bogalusa, man. Looking for a vibrant nightlife experience in Bogalusa, Louisiana? Look no further than Our Legends Sports Bar and Grill. This black-owned hotspot is located at 709 East 4th Street, Bogalusa, Louisiana. Come dance the night away on our energetic dance floor where the DJ is sure to keep the party going all night. Enjoy a full bar offering great drink specials and party deals that will make your night unforgettable. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Stop by Our Legends and become a part of the legend that is us. Man, shout out the Legends for that, man. Shout out the Legends.
Sorry, man. Always hold it down for the city, man. Always a place where everybody can go safely and have a good time, man.
Because if you don't behave, Miss Marie is gonna send you to jail.
You're going to jail, baby.
You're going to jail, baby. You're going to jail. And we snitching.
All right, man. So how y'all feeling out there, man, in the comments? How y'all feeling tonight, man? How y'all feeling? Almost to the end of the week, almost to the weekend. How y'all feeling? Y'all go in the chat and let us know. Kel, what you want to start off with tonight, man?
Let's see, man. I'm over here trying to look in all three different platforms. Right now we live on Facebook, we live on YouTube, we live on Instagram. So if you do comment something, man, I'm primarily looking at the ones on Facebook, but if I miss you, I do apologize. But yeah, hey man, I'm rocking the new merch, man. the new merch.
That's powerful.
Oh, hey man.
Hey, boy just straight hijacked my boy image and likeness, man. That's how we do it over here, man. You know,
Hey.
we see what we like, we take it, bro. Pause.
I told. Oh, whoa, wait.
Hey, I caught it, bro. I caught it. Don't start with that, man. I caught it. I caught it. So go ahead and run past that. I caught that shit, man. Go ahead.
That was very Heathcliff Huxtable like of you.
I caught it,
wow.
man. I caught
Goodness gracious. But yeah, man, I don't know if too many people know. That class of 01 out of BHS, man. They always had some type of slogan or phrase. I don't know if O or BJ or Hunter in the chat yet. BT know what I'm talking about if he in the chat. But they always had some phrase when they went up to Graham and came back with something, man. And I should have known in the last episode. I kept seeing BT saying, "What up, Donald Ray? What up, Pops?" I kept seeing BT saying that's powerful, and I was like, man, you know what? Reed does keep saying that. And if you go back and look at the episode when and why he said it, it was like, you man, that is powerful. Somebody do that is powerful. So
man,
yeah,
that whole little stretch though, man, of time, man. I think a lot of the catchphrases and different things, man, came from that little area. I think, man, even when I was in school, even with Bowleg, man, I think if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Bowleg was the first one to start wearing Bobos. I don't know if you remember that, kid.
Yeah, no, remember. So I was in a band.
Yeah,
I was in a band in like 3rd or 4th grade, and we used to go to Rev was the band director at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to see everybody wearing these black shoes with the straps from Walmart.
Dr. Show joints, man. Yeah.
Man, yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think you're saying Bowleg started that.
I want to say, like I said, y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, which I'm pretty sure they will. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Bowleg them and they class, or either somebody in their class started wearing them, man, and man, that junk caught on. Like, boy, they couldn't keep them things at Walmart, man. I had white pair, black, man. Listen, parents were happy. All the crossbow, man, going over there paying $12 or whatever it was for those Dr. Show shoes, man. The boys had band-aids on them, everything. Man, it was a wild time during that time. But that area, they was trailblazers and trendsetters during that time, man. But that little span of time, which I to be honest, not just saying it because it's Bogue, but I feel like Bogue always has, kind of led the charge on new catchphrases and creativity when it comes to fashion and style. And I'm not tooting the horn just because it's Bogue, but I think that's the truth if you really think back to those time periods, moving forward. So, but yeah, man, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Bo that started the Bobos, man, and they caught on for a good solid year and a half. That's all everybody was wearing, man.
No, man, those some good times, bro. Yeah. Good times, man. That's back when Mr. Gola was selling pizza. Yeah. At the course.
Boy, Mr. Gola kicked me out of that room so many times, man, and then try to write me up for skipping. I'm like, man, how you kick me out and then try to come back and write me up for skipping, man? That dude. Wow, see, when I was there, he had the Maxima, but before I got there, he had an old Volvo. But man, Mr. Gola used to let us take that Maxima, man. We used to be all in Franklinton in that joint, man.
What y'all was doing in Franklinton, bro?
Hey, man, relax. It was a wild time. It was a wild time.
I'm thinking you about to say y'all beefing with the demons or something.
Nah, man. It was just a wild time during those times, man. Like we got away with murder at that time. Everything wasn't so strict, straightforward. We were supposed to be going over to junior high, get some chairs, and bring them back to the high school. But man, we used to go everywhere. And if anybody was in Mr. Gola class, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Mr. Gola was he trusted the hell out of us, man, to run them errands in his car, man. He used to be gone for hours, before we got back to class. But
I feel like Coach Email did the same thing too.
Yeah, like I said, it was the times, man. It wasn't as strict, it wasn't as sensitive as it was then. Then people kind of looked out for each other a little bit more,
Yeah.
Mr. Gola always had our back, regardless. So yeah.
Before we get anything, man, I want to shout out Lionhead Fitness, man. This is an extra large I got on today, baby. Shout out to Drew Moses, Cam, man. Shout out to y'all over there at Lionhead.
Hey man, you should have told me that, man. I think it got you a 2X for our merch. Our new merch coming, man. I got it, man. Listen, that thing gonna swallow you on here, man.
Whoa.
Hey man, listen, bro. Listen, I'm tired, fam. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired, man. Relax. Auntie, I see you, Auntie. My fault, man. I got busy, Auntie. That's my bad. I got you though. I got you. I promise you I do. She probably be like, that nigga lying like a mother, but I got you though, Auntie. I promise.
Hey man, just in case you have one of those wild nights like you had last time, man, I got some beeps, some sensor beeps in case you have to, goodness gracious.
I'm a reformed man. I don't do all that fucking cussing no more, man.
Oh God.
I don't do all that cursing no more, man. Hey, listen, man. It was some older people that were mad at me, man. Listen, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I guess that's what I should say, but it is what it is, man.
I'm glad you got it off your chest, man.
Yeah, man. It's just that I care. That's all it is, y'all. I care, bro. I care.
Hey, we got the comments, man. Drew, no cursing. You got it up already, man.
Yeah, man. I see my boy C-Style told me not to curse. Baby D, what's up, Baby D? I see my girl Baby D in the comments, my niece. My dog Baby D. She probably about 16 shots in now, future nurse. I see you out there, man. Yeah. But yeah, what you want to start with tonight? Man?
Let's see what we got, man. I don't even have your list on mine, I don't think.
We had the men versus women debate.
Now you go ahead and get into that, man. Let's start it off with that.
All right, so let's start it off, man. It's a big rift between men and women just in general these days. And it's not even really just, well, I can really say, I was looking at this earlier, just the stats of marriage and, who's leading in divorce and who's leading in separations. And man, surprisingly, a lot of times we used to think that was a white thing, people but it's not. The black culture is leading the nation now. Well, the last stats they had out, I think, was like in 2023, 2022. Excuse me, but we're leading the nation now in divorce rates. And then, I mean, it kind of like matches up. It kind of matches up with the problems and the divide that we're having between black men and black women. So I kind of wanted to touch on that tonight, kind of get a lot of feedback from the community, a lot of feedback from the people. See what your thoughts on it was. Try to figure out where we at, man. Try to solve this divide that we have between the two. So I guess I'll start by, asking that question to you. What do you think the issue is, man, with the big divide between black women and black men, especially on social media, TikTok, IG, Facebook? It's just a lot of hatred going on right now. What do you think the issues? Where do you think they lie at?
Honestly, Drew, I don't even know, my brother.
Yeah.
you got, I don't know, man. It's different generations. Things back in the day with grandparents aren't like it is now.
All right, let's touch on that. Let's start right there. So when you say things are different with grandparents and now, what do you mean by that?
Mindset, the house. You have more women that can actually lead on their own now, high paying jobs now. I think some men, it may be in a situation where they can't handle that. On the flip side, you have women who may feel like men who feel like women can't be as feminine as they used to be. You see a bunch of different lists on social media saying like, how do you realize if you have a woman that's feminine? Now they talking about women that do FanDuel and listen to drill music and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. It's different times. Most definitely different times, man.
Yeah, man. I think because I feel like a lot of times women confuse, and I know they're gonna probably come for me for this, but I think women confuse confidence and independence with masculinity. As far as, well, now I ain't gonna take the bad. Let me say it a better way. They confuse when we say, "Look, you're being masculine." they look at it as being independent. You see what I'm saying? Like they look at it as I don't need anybody to take care of me. I don't need, but I think in a lot of ways, and I know we hear this a whole lot, but I think a lot of ways, most men, most decent men, that's I can only speak from my point of view. It's really hard to be with a woman or be in a situation where we feel like as men that we're not needed. You know, and I'm not saying that a woman should have to diminish her power or her intelligence or her go getter attitude to stroke our ego. That's not my point. My point is that we're naturally designed as men, in my personal opinion, naturally designed as men to be providers and to be, protectors. So it's about understanding a balance between, how a man is naturally designed and how we were raised. As far I'm talking about decent men only. I ain't talking about the ones that weren't, because you got a lot of men out here who love being taken care of by a woman, man, and that's crazy. I feel like that's one of the issues that a lot of women run into, and they end up judging all men based off of that. But the decent men, it's gonna be hard for us to stay around if we feel like that, that we're not needed. And I think that's the big difference between back then and now. A lot of times women back during that time, they put that expectation on the men that they dated. It was like, look, if you're going to be with me, these are the requirements. This is what you're going to have to do. This is what I expect out of you as a leader, as a provider. I'll take care. My purpose is to make sure that there are certain aspects of things in a relationship that are taken care of. And that's taboo these days, because as soon as you mention that, with the whole women's right movement going on, rightfully so, there are a lot of rights that should have been, given a long time ago. But I think that's crossed over into the path of purpose, because a lot of women then understood that, hey, there's a balance that has to be struck between a man and a woman in order for it to work correctly. So I think that dynamic, when it comes to decent men and the new independent minded woman, is what clashes most of the time. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think too though, because you said something earlier about basically like if a man, if he doesn't basically have those qualities because the woman can do more. I feel like if you're in that type of situation, you better go find something to do.
Wait. What you mean? What you mean?
If your girl can't build a house, you better go build it. You better find a weakness.
Yeah.
You better find a weakness, and hey, look, you better say you could do something in that house. If she bringing in the money, hey man, if
all right, so you saying right now, so if Katie was pulling in 450,000, you know what I'm saying, and her her job required her to work 80 hours a week, so that's gonna push you into a mode of
being a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, basically is what I'm saying, of being a nurturer at that point. Like what is it that, I mean, at that point, do you feel like, not saying that you can't do it, I know you're a loving and caring father, but don't you feel like you would struggle mentally in that situation?
Being who I am like now and always being busy and always going places, yes, I probably would. Mm-hmm. But if we come up on a job that's $450K, you've been working like that to lead up to it. It took you about that's like a 15-year career of getting up to $450K.
Yeah.
I would most definitely, I would find something. Like I would probably do photography. Like I would probably do something at home to be able to make myself feel like I'm bringing in something.
Yeah.
What's that? Isn't that a Tyler Perry movie?
That's about all the Tyler Perry movies.
Y'all, I can't think of it. I think it's, what's her name? Sanaa Lathan. Isn't that a movie where her husband was like a construction worker and she worked at this firm or something like that?
Yeah, that's the premise. That's pretty much the premise of all his movies, man. But that's my point though, is I feel like there's a difference between then and now. And I'm only speaking on that because you brought up, the difference between back then versus now. And a lot of women bringing that up, like, why y'all can't love us like our papas did, or like our great grandfathers loved their women. But what they don't really, somebody said a family that prays together.
That was a crazy movie.
Yeah, that was wild. But I think that's the separation between the two. Women,
I'm laughing. Hold on. We are live tonight. I can't edit out things that I would normally say.
Yeah. Hold
so I am. I'm trying to put this in a way, Drew.
Yeah.
That's why you always see the debate. When you say when we talking about women, what kind of women we talking about? What color women we talking about?
Well, I can only speak from a black standpoint because I'm in a relationship with a black woman, and so that's why I'm speaking from is that.
No, okay, I understand that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's why you always see the debates online talking about like race, and when you see a certain black guy with a
that's a can of worms for a whole different day.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I would like to see the comment section talk about that because I'm not talking about it. But because I ain't about to catch no strays this way.
Yeah. You ever dated a white woman?
Mm-mm.
Never.
Mm-mm.
In a million years, never dated her. You ever slept with a white woman?
I mean, whoa, Drew, we got children. My mama.
I said slept with. I said it respectfully though, man. Whoa. Hey, listen, I said respectfully, man.
Married, Drew. That is off.
Man,
limits.
that's in the past, though. That's in the past, man.
Negative. Anyway, moving forward.
Katie, man, you can't bop his head off of something that happened in the past, man.
This boy wait till the live episode to start asking some wilding questions.
Man, I just wanted to know, man, if you ever, I just wanted to know if you ever had some Pantene Pro V. You know what I mean? Like that's in the shower. I think that's the shampoo that they use. You know what I mean? The Pantene Pro V. But but nah, man, I'm just curious to know, man, because I want to know from experience.
I can't answer that for you, my brother.
All right, that's wild, man.
I wouldn't. I don't have any experience in that, man. If you want to talk about my 5th grade girlfriend in Columbia Street, that's what you want to talk about?
Nah, fam. How you said some of the wildest stuff on this pod coming up till now, man. And that's
like what?
And that's what have I said? Man, we done had
to What have I said?
Hey, man, I'm just saying, but nah, like that's a conversation for that I would love to get into. But to be honest with you, I would love to have that conversation with an interracial couple. Because I feel like that in a lot of ways that it shed light on some of the struggles and things. And I've dated white girls before, recently. And to be honest with you, there is a huge cultural difference between the two. Now, could I see myself being married? No, and that's simply because of
no Tonys will be in the cabinet.
What? Nah, so you wild and now you going off stereotypes. But nah, it's just I feel like too it wouldn't be necessarily the woman, it would be the families.
They're gonna clash.
Like they gonna clash big time. You know what I mean? And that we'll just be setting ourselves up. But to get back to my original point, I feel like during that time, the purposes were still strong and outlined as far as what women are naturally good at versus what men are naturally good at. Not saying that a woman can't be a breadwinner, not saying that a man can't be a stay-at-home father, but I just can't see the traditional purpose rival the non-traditional. I mean, lose to the non-traditional purpose. Meaning, like, if you take a family that has a balanced idea of what purpose is, as far as when it comes to man, his responsibilities, a woman, her responsibilities, and then you reverse the roles and put them side by side, I really do feel like that the non-traditional approach is not going to work as effectively as the traditional one would. And I know I probably catch smoke from that. It could be just because my sister. But she said, especially with me, clash ain't the word. But yeah, I don't think that would really, I don't think it will really work out, so I feel like that separation between that time period and a purpose. Now, moving forward, how do we fix that? Like, how do we adjust to the new modern approach where you have a lot of men who are extra sensitive and you have what, man?
You know, I'm not gonna say the name of the person I just got a text message from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the text, Drew.
All right.
She said it don't count, but tell the truth. I used to dump us for those white girls in elementary. Wow.
No, they still hurt from it from back then. Somebody said lies. And hey, who is Summer? Hold up. Let's find out who Summer is.
I do not. I saw that, but I don't know who that is.
Man, let's see. Who is Summer? Summer.
Wait.
She got lies. Kevin.
I don't know. We don't know what we talking about though.
I know.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what part was it. The Tony's comment. I don't know what that was about.
But somebody find out. Somebody find out who Summer is, man.
I want to clear up this narrative that I dumped the black ladies for the snow bunnies back. Man, I was like in first grade, bro. First grade, man. That don't count. That don't count.
Okay, never mind. She said white women can season food. All right, I thought we had.
I thought we had smoke on me. Like
I thought we had one, man. That shit was about to be hilarious, man. I thought she was about to come with it. Yes, Miss Summer. White women can definitely season food. That's one thing that I gotta give y'all credit on, man. In the South, especially in Louisiana.
Man, you got people
change, huh?
Mamas, man. See what you did, Drew.
Hey, I'm just curious, man.
Hey, man. Hold on. Drew was asking questions, I believe, in adulthood, man. we not talking pre-sophomore year of high school, okay?
Nah, I'm talking about period, man, ever.
Okay, but if we want to talk about back in high school, that don't really count.
Yes, it do count.
How does it count?
Bodies count no matter when it is, bro.
Okay, you said bodies. We weren't talking about sleeping. We were just talking about dating.
Okay.
I did get a text. I got another text. We married for love, allegedly. In other races, married for business. Okay. That was one thing. Yeah. That was one thing I got. Now see, what everybody in my phone and the messenger and goodness gracious, hey, I just got a text, Miss Summer. All right, you most definitely know how to season your food.
Yeah.
All right, I just got a text that I got clarity. Not everybody, but you know what? Katie from around like St. Martinville.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, majority of the Caucasians and in that area, they can cook.
Yeah.
They can season their food.
Yeah.
Most definitely can season their food.
Yeah, Louisiana get a pass, man. A lot of our Caucasian friends got rhythm. They can dance. Mm-hmm. They can season their food. They can boil some crawfish, man. Hey, man, you can't. Louisiana culture is a little bit different. You can't really. Now they're racist as hell, but they can definitely cook. But yeah, just to get back to the point, I got a lot of great comments. I saw one that said, what you say? They said they married. Cedric said a lot of women feel like being submissive equates to being subservient. Women, how y'all feel about that, man? I hear about a lot of that. I hear that phrase a lot about submissive, and I think that that word scares the hell out of a lot of women these days.
But it depends on what you're talking about.
Well, hey, we talking about the PG version of submissiveness now, all right? Okay. But yeah, so I don't really necessarily see the negative, and I guess because I'm speaking from a male perspective, because I feel like males in a lot of ways have to also submit. Well, not a lot of ways. We got to submit a lot when it comes to relationships. It's a lot that we have to sacrifice and change. We have to submit to the responsibilities. We have to submit, through to
we got to ask for permission if we want to go somewhere.
So I think in a lot of ways, with that word has been turned into something that's a negative, but I think submission is part of a healthy and happy relationship. If you got somebody either way, whether it be the male or whether it be the female, that's against, submission in any type of way, then y'all not gonna be happy at all. And that goes.
Your sister said, being submissive don't bother her.
Yeah, and it doesn't. That's one thing that I gotta give shouts out to my sister about, man. She's the most balanced. has the most balanced approach from a woman perspective that I've ever had. She kind of understand that men most of the time say exactly what they feel if you are confident in yourself enough and have enough what's the word I'm looking for, Kev? Have enough you don't look at life through your insecurities. And I think that's one of the issues that a lot of women have, because me and you could talk to each other and I could be like, Kel, man, what you think about it? You'd be like, nah, Drew, that ain't it. That shit ugly, fam. That's not it. But with women, you have to kind of walk on eggshells with a lot of women because they're listening to what you're saying through their previous traumas. So they add a whole bunch of different emotions to it. Damn, Kel, you ain't got to disappear on us, man. Like I was just
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
I ain't gonna ask you no more questions, man.
No, there was a comment. I wanna let's see, Tree said being submissive comes easy when the man is doing what he's supposed to do. Now, I always tell my homeboys, okay, if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you make a woman feel comfortable, it'll happen. You got to make her feel comfortable. If she don't feel comfortable, if she don't trust you, you out of luck, my brother.
Well, here's my question. Women say that a lot. What do y'all feel? What do y'all mean by if a man is doing what he's supposed to do? Are y'all meaning like, is he talking about just loyalty? Or are you talking about financially providing? Or are you talking about?
I think it depends on the situation.
Well, that's why I'm asking them, because I hear that phrase a lot. If a man is doing what he's supposed to do, but what is it that makes y'all? What is it that, as women, what is it that would make y'all feel like, okay, it's okay for me to submit to this individual? Because that's so different across the board, which we gonna have to get into that topic too, Kev, because I'm gonna tell you one of the funniest statements I've heard men say is, you make her feel secure and comfortable, then you shouldn't have any problems. That's what Mr. Patrick said. But it's so confusing these days, because you never know what trauma a woman is facing. So you will have a lot of women, you try to be gentle and passive and not make her feel uncomfortable in any type of way with your approach, and they'll call you a pussy off the rip, because they want you to be more aggressive. And then if you're aggressive, you will have women start calling you creeps. So it's hard to navigate that.
I think it's how you were brought up too. Like if you had a dad that was there, did everything, he was mowing the yard, he was getting the groceries, he was paying the bills. I think if you have that and that's something you're used to,
I'm sorry, man. I gotta
read comments.
Yeah, what? Man, they gotta. Is that? Let me see. Yeah, man, Cedric's crazy. Said, when they say do what you're supposed to do, they mean be my slave. But go ahead, man.
I'm just saying, just depending on how you grew up. I think a lot of times that's how it is too, in relationships and marriages too. Like if you had a single parent household, you may look at things different. If you had both parents, you may look at things different. I mean, I don't know. Y'all talk about that in the comments. I don't know. I had both there to a certain age, but I was old enough to see like what my mama did and what my daddy was doing. So, I mean, if you don't have that, then I don't know.
Yeah. And let me put this out there. I'm not speaking from because somebody said I'm messing with the wrong women. But nah, fam, I'm happily married. Me and Rose are solid, fam. Like it's balanced out. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just
who said that?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate and asking the questions that, I hear about a whole lot. So nah, this is not anything. I'm just speaking of what I've seen.
Hey man, I'm going back to look at. We got not too much on TT Summers. She can cook. We got just admitted Kev used to play in the snow. Lord, young Jeezy. Oh my goodness.
That's powerful.
Gracious. Man.
But okay, I see. Oh, I see it. Oh, that was Patrick. All right. Yeah, nah, you good. I got what you're saying now, brother. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on that, just to kind of see where everybody was on that topic. But I just would like to see that divide diminished. We need each other whether we realize that or not. I know a lot of time that conversation we had last time, I got jumped on. Man, they ate me up after I left. After that pod we had when I was talking about women needing men, men needing women, and they were saying they were single mothers, they ain't need no man, all this different stuff. But I mean, the stats prove otherwise, man. We are the last place when it comes to, bro. Do you know? And this is one of the craziest stats. Somebody said it in here where they were saying that other coaches married for business, we married for love. The average household income for all other nationalities is about 118. Well, I take that back. The average, let's just say Asians who have the lowest divorce rate, 118. I think their median household is $118,000 a year. Bro, do you know what our median household average for the African American community is?
I'm gonna guess.
What?
We talking about two parent, like
two parent
okay.
home.
53,000.
You almost spot on.
Oh,
you almost spot on. I think it's only like $51,000, bro. That's two household. That's two people, bro. Two people living in the same household. Now, ask me what the single household average income is for the African American community.
27,000.
24. 24, man. $24,000 is, and we wonder why. You know, I know a lot of people think like, oh, I don't need this out. Oh, yes, you do, man. Like we're constantly pumping out struggling kids because our kids are starting behind the 8 ball because we have zero wealth to pass down to the next generation. So that we don't look at it and feel like that it's a big deal and we no longer need each other, and we're tricked into believing that we don't need each other. But man, listen, we are falling behind in every aspect of life, which is why the majority of time when your children go to work, they're going to go and work. Their managers are going to be of other cultures, and we're going to always feel like, hey man, they not giving us promotions. They not, absolutely they not, because it goes back to the home. And we can keep believing that, hey, I can do this by myself, but you're not putting out well-developed, balanced kids. And I'm not saying there's exception to every rule. There's 1 or 2 or 3 of them that might make it out. But as a whole culture, man, we are drastically behind. And that's because, like I said, these people are not divorcing and breaking up the way that we are. Do y'all know how much money you lose in a divorce from both sides? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how much more expensive life is when you co-parent than it is whenever you're, living together and working. So that's something that I feel like we genuinely have to work on moving forward as a culture.
I got one additional another comment. If a woman can't trust a man, she won't submit. And if he doesn't exhibit leadership, she won't submit.
My sister said, honestly, I think it's simple. Men have to ask themselves, are they willing to be as dedicated to relationship stability as their partner? That's the hardest decision both parties will make. Yeah, relationship stability is a whole nother conversation. It's like, because you could be in a relationship, Kev, and it could be unstable as hell, and you can still be there. Relationship stability, that's a whole nother. We can do a whole pod just based off of. I mean, man, you could speak to that tremendously just from being married, and how much it takes in order to maintain a healthy balance, and how much you have to give in order to maintain a healthy balance in your relationship.
It's a lot of give.
Hey, Katie watching, bro. Katie watching, man. Look, I'm apologizing for him right now.
Give. Take a little give. No, I'm playing, man.
Scientist and college professor, she's busy and gone right now to the conference. We have a balance. We are playing the long game. Most of Black people play the short game. True. Other races work for their future. Black culture work for survival right now. That's a strong point, Mr. Patrick, that he put as far as Black people. We always work for the right now, and we don't really think about that 10-year mark, and a lot of that is because Black people hate making sacrifices to their soul. We hate sacrificing right now in order to be successful later. We want to go to Cancun right now. We want to do Dubai right now when we barely can rub nickels together. We putting 20,000.
Europe.
Yeah. Kev, everybody ain't as blessed as you, man. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't blessed as you.
We're not
travel the world. You know what I mean? The way that
we're
you
not
are.
doing that today.
But yeah, so that's a very true statement. I just I really wish we would understand that. You're right, Yummy, man. We do hate to miss some shit. Black people hate missing stuff, man. But hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what was funny, Kev.
I'm listening to you.
I had some good friends. They're white, of course, and they was telling me one time, and it astonished me. I was a little bit young, and I miss them. I could say them, man, like Hannah and Brian. My boy Hannah and Brian, they live in Mandy right now, but they used to live here. And I never forget, man, we was getting ready for Christmas. And this was when me and Rosa first got together, man. We was getting ready for Christmas. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like going from never having to shop for Christmas for kids to going to actually have to shop for Christmas for kids was a completely different experience for me. So I'm getting myself together trying to shop. And I remember Hannah and them saying, yeah, Drew, we gonna skip Christmas for the next, I think they said 2 years, because we want to save up. We want to buy this house in Mandeville. And Kelvin, it was crazy because I was so astonished by them skipping Christmas. I just couldn't understand or wrap my head around at that time. Of course, I was, like I said, I was a lot younger then. I was still wrapped up in America's mentality when it comes to holidays. But I could not understand how, for the life of me, how could they force their kids to skip Christmas? Man, 2 years later, man, they got one of the most beautiful homes in Mandeville, and they've been gone ever since, man, living a dream right now. But that always stuck with me. That's just something that I don't think we understand as Black people, man, that we have to step outside of traditionalism and what we've been taught. We have such a consumer mentality when it comes to life just in general. And until we can break that and learn how to miss a few things sometimes to set ourselves up for our future, man, we going to constantly be behind the 8 ball. But I don't want to get on my soapbox about my love and hate for what we doing in the Black community. We going to keep plowing ahead. All right, Kel, moving right along. What else we got, man?
I was reading a comment. I don't know, man. I saw Marvin Sapp is in some deep water.
Hey, man, that was wild.
Hey, man, he said y'all not leaving until y'all give us that 40K.
Cause he would have had to see me, man. I ain't gonna count. Either you would have saw some benches moving in the back with one of them ushers. Me and them ushers been getting at it.
I didn't really know he was like really a pastor or anything.
I thought he was just a singer.
Yeah, I thought he was just a never would have made it, brother. You know, that's what I thought he was. I didn't know.
Wow.
You know, yeah. Did he get arrested? Did he get arrested for that?
I have no clue, but she's right. That is kidnapping. Like, that's holding somebody against their will. Hey, man, what you tell me about how you feel about religion in Black? I mean, just not in the Black community, just religion in general. Because I got to stop saying the Black community. I know people would be like, bro, golly, give us a break, man. But I really love y'all, man. I just want to see us do better. But what do you feel about religion going up? But you wasn't Baptist growing up, though, wasn't you?
Man, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, bro. If you ask anybody that know me, they'd be like, "What?" Let me see. Hey, is my father still in these comments?
What was that? What was it? Hey, man, what was that like, bro?
Oh, how long was this episode? How long do we have tonight?
Hey, man, break it down for us, man. They'll be here for a little while. They ain't gotta go. Some of them ain't gotta work. Teachers ain't gotta go work tomorrow. Them motherfuckers, they out on Friday.
Man, hold on.
My boy Kel coming back, man. He gonna tell us what it was like that year.
All right. So, I mean, growing up, you didn't really understand. You didn't know if it was anything different. because you're born into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, majority. You know, some people come. And
Yeah.
man, I wonder if Shakira is watching this, because Shakira probably over there just been waiting for this conversation. Hey man, Shakira passed by Kingdom Hall and just sent me a picture of the sign. But so if you're born into it,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you don't think anything of it. Like, I mean, Christmas time, no gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday, no gifts. Man, I didn't get my first Christmas gift till I was like a freshman in college.
Man, so you never had, so leading all the way through elementary school to high school, you never received any Christmas gifts.
Donald Ray McGee, if you're in these comments, tell them you never bought me anything for Christmas. Karen H, if you're in the comments,
Yo,
tell them you never bought me anything for Christmas. So, like, it was just
man, that's sad. That's kind of sad on the slick though. I ain't care.
But it's not sad. Growing up, you were used to it. Like, you didn't expect it.
So all them kids around you, right? All them kids around you, fam.
Oh, I'm seeing. Remember them Razor scooters that came out? I'm watching all the scooters, Drew. I am looking at every last when they drop those Razor scooters. I'm watching all of them go down Rawlins City Limits, bro.
Yeah.
Neighbors, everybody got new scooters, man.
So what you do on Christmas Day, man?
Christmas Day was a regular day. You know how the rest of the world on Mardi Gras go to work and chilling?
Yeah.
That's what Christmas was, bro.
So
but you didn't. It was no watching like Christmas movies. It was, I never forget, like, I was in like 4th grade. And like, you know how when you're in school, you have like, you're doing activities, right?
Uh-huh.
Man, if they gave us a Christmas like worksheet for like a coloring book or something,
Mm-hmm.
my mama used to bring additional coloring books so I wasn't drawing the Christmas one with everybody in class. For Valentine's Day, when everybody's going around giving out candies and hearts and stuff, I'm not even in the room. I used to send me to another room, bro.
You ain't get no 100 grams, bro. No love grams, no none of that. Nobody can send you nothing. Hey, you know what I remember? Because you remember your sis. You know she was with me, and I'll never forget, bro. Like, she flashed out on me because I asked her if she wore thongs, bro. Like, she flashed out on me something.
Drew.
Hey man, your sister was the baddest, fam. I'm sorry, bro, man. It's respect. Hey, it's respect to you, BJ. It's respect to you out there, man, because y'all happily married. Love y'all to death, man. But man, Cole was she was probably one of the baddest, man. But like, yo, man, I caught smoke behind that, bro, for a
I'm
good
surprised she
solid.
ain't slap you.
Hey, she was close. She was close, man. Like, I mean, it was, man, she wouldn't cross into that. She wouldn't cross into no lines outside of her you know, what her religion says. The only guy she dated had to be Jehovah's Witness. Because I think at that time,
we ain't saying no names. Because wait, look, take my phone.
Hey man, you know me, man. Hey, you gotta tell me, you know, because I said.
No.
I'm gonna tell you who I want to fight at that time, man. Because I
already know who you was, but we're not gonna say any names tonight, bro. We're not saying any names.
Hey man, listen. Hey, I'm gonna no, sis, you right, man. Because it was the same way for Christians at Halloween, bro. We couldn't eat Halloween candy or none of that type of stuff, man. Like, we couldn't do anything that had to do with Halloween. We had to sit on the side and watch everybody else celebrate, man. They was hell on us for Halloween, man. But Christmas,
I used to sneak and watch Disney Channel, because you know Disney Channel be them Halloween movies during Disney on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
I used to be in the room like I was watching Tip Drill on BET. Got that pressing that last button, watching Halloween Town until somebody walk in the room, man.
Come on now, man. That's tough though, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I used to see Kingdom Hall. I used to wonder where it was. Hey, why Jehovah's Witness don't have no windows on their church?
That's a good question, Drew. Now that you think about it, wait a minute.
Hey,
Don McGee, Pops, if you in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, somebody reach out to current Jehovah's Witness if y'all can still find one. They still exist?
Bro, my daddy is in the comments, bro.
Oh, your dad's still a Jehovah's Witness? I ain't know that, bro. Hey, look. Hey, no respect, Pops. I ain't know, man. Like
no,
no
respect. Wait
I
a
mean,
minute,
no disrespect. I meant to say. I ain't know. I ain't even know they still
Now I will say this, man. It is I don't know. He'll have to confirm this. It doesn't seem like you get a knock on your door as often as you used to.
Yeah.
Now I will say
you froze up on us, brother.
Let me see. Hold on. Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. You just froze up on.
I will say, like when I travel, a lot of times they post it up in the airport.
Yeah.
Also, like all over the world though, Drew.
Yeah.
I landed, I think I was in Madrid. No, I was in Rome. And as soon as I got off the train, they were right there with the tracks, man. There was the brochures. Yeah.
Hey man, you used to be on foot out there?
Drew, I hated it. Hold on, I'm trying to let me fix this camera, man. Cause we gonna be face to face for that. Let me see.
Man, that's probably Jesus getting on our ass, man. For
Drew, let me tell you what.
Hey, wait, y'all believe in Jesus? What is it? Jesus ain't came back yet. That's what it is.
Man, like, yeah, it's not like that, but it's.
But which one is it though? It's y'all don't believe he came yet. That's how it is.
We most definitely believe in Jesus. But wait, before I forget this.
All right, say let's go ahead.
When I was in probably like 3rd, 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So on Saturday mornings, you would meet up at the Kingdom Hall,
mm-hmm.
and you would get like a map of a territory of like where you're gonna be at that day.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of like split up in the territory, and normally it's a rural area. So normally we deep off in Vonero, we deep off in Angie, we deep off, normally.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular Saturday, we get to the Kingdom Hall, Drew. They pull out the territory, the heart of Richtown. I said, oh my God. Drew,
that's torture though, bro.
I start going down the list. I said, oh, I know who live all in Richtown. And oh man, we was knocking, we Main Street, we was all over there, Drew. And I was just praying that none of my classmates
answered that door, man.
Answered that door. I'm knocking. Whoop, leave a track. Got the next house. Next house. Yeah. And Drew, it was just, but I mean, it wasn't, but as I got older, I mean, my views change. And like when I get to college, like I said, that's when I got my first birthday gift. And then I got a Christmas gift. But still to this day, I don't remember birthdays. Because like now for my kids and for myself, my birthday coming up. Mm-hmm. Oh, I go all out now. I celebrate for 30 days because for 18 years.
You ain't have it.
I ain't have it.
Hey, man, we're going to have to turn up then, bro. We're going to have to have, we're going to have to have one of them ones.
Hey, man. Now, I start celebrating my birthday March 13th. March 13th.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to. But March 13th, man, is when I start celebrating my birthday now, because I got to catch up for the past 2 decades when I wasn't celebrating.
Yeah, man, I did not know y'all, and I knew y'all had some strict rules, like not saying a pledge, stuff like that.
That's another one. Yeah. Like before at Columbia Street, you know how they always pick the student to say
hold on, mom's in the chat.
Who, mama? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Lord, why Miss Virgin can't be in the chat?
She said you spoiled, my guy.
Kevin got more because he didn't have to wait for a special day. He was definitely spoiled. Kevin is spoiled to the highest degree. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Man. Nah, I'm for real, man. A lot of us kids on the outside looking in, the Jehovah's Witness, we never. Hey, Miss Karen, why y'all ain't got windows on Jehovah's Witness buildings? That's like give us Because that's gonna bug me now that I think back about it. I've never seen windows on it because
No, they have. It looks like windows.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, but it's like blinds. But I'm trying to think.
Churches in general, though, if you think about it, like they got like stain. Why they stain all the glass and stuff like that?
Now that I don't know. That got to be some historical stuff, right?
Yeah. There. Hey, somebody tell us, and somebody, one of y'all nerds, look that up, man.
Wait, I see. Okay, now Drew, they are building them with windows now.
That's new.
They're building with windows. If you go Google Kingdom Hall and go to images, they all have windows now.
Oh wait, they all call Kingdom Hall?
Yeah, they all call it Kingdom Hall. Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought y'all had like, like dope names like we have, like, how we have like Riverside,
like Sweet Beulah.
Yeah, like, hey man, whoa, now you calling out
Greater Ebenezer.
Yeah, I thought y'all had rival. I thought y'all had like a Greater Kingdom Hall, around the corner Kingdom Hall or something like that. Like I ain't know it was all just across the board like Kingdom Hall, man.
It is the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Okay, I bet. Hey, you joking? This is the most I ever learned about.
No,
Jehovah's
just said this is informative. Life. But I mean, looking back at it now, I mean, when I pray, it's still like, pray to Jehovah and things like that. But like my views have changed over time, because there's one thing where.
Wait, hold on. Somebody said there's no tithing at Kingdom Hall. Hey, yo, how you get in there?
What you mean? Like there's like a.
She say this says no tithing at Kingdom Hall.
In the back, there's like these 3 slots. The only one I can remember is the Worldwide Work. I think that fund is to help like build Kingdom Halls, or if something happened. And so there's a way. I mean, they have like 3 different funds that you give money, but let's see. My mama talking about she think the windows in Bogue were bricked out. Patrick said he had a delivery to the Kingdom Hall. They wouldn't let him in. But like,
hey, yo, what y'all got going on there, man? Y'all
look. There's one thing that I do.
Nah, you ain't about to gloss over that, man. That man can't even make a delivery inside, man. Come on, bro.
Maybe they were having a special meeting, Drew. I don't know. But there's one thing that I can say I do not agree with. I feel like it's called you're disfellowshipped.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do something that's like against the word, or you get in trouble, basically the congregation shuns you. Like literally, Drew. Like you still showing up on Sunday and no one is talking to you. They not speaking. They not asking how you doing.
Yo,
I promise you.
What about your mom though? Even your moms?
Man, you can have.
Hey, hold up, man. Time out. Mama Karen, I know you wasn't shunning my boy, man. You couldn't.
No, wait. I'm not his fellowship.
Oh, all right, bet.
Let me tell you, I was smart, Drew.
All right.
I don't know, Catrice, if you can correct me if I'm wrong. Ma, correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think you can get this fellowship if you aren't baptized.
Okay.
So when I was growing up, like, Drew, they get you when you're young, Drew. Yeah. Like you be like 10, 11.
Yeah.
And you young, you going around carrying the mics and you're handing the mic over so people can speak. One of your duties may be handling the sound.
Hey man, you doing all the fun stuff. They draw you in.
Yeah,
you doing all that.
Yeah. So then let me go get my mom to go. No, Tamika, leave Nana out of this. But so I remember I never forget, I was playing football. I was like junior. And one of what they call the elders, one of the elders came to my mama's house, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, he said, let me see something. He came and he was like, I'm sorry, I was reading the comments on YouTube. He was like, hey, we don't think you should be playing football. I'm looking at this man, Drew.
Yeah.
And me, I got a smart mouth, but I wasn't smart when I said it.
Mhm.
In my head, I'm thinking all of this. And he told me, he was like, you know, you shouldn't be playing football, and that's, you know, bad association, is what he said. Now, I will say, you know, when my mom and dad divorced, remember I said a few episodes ago, I started doing a little bit more. I was out, you
Mhm.
know, so I started playing football, and he asked me, he was like, hey, you know, you shouldn't be doing that, bad association, blah, blah, blah.
No.
And Drew, this man was like the starting quarterback when he was in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, man, you was a dog. You set records.
Yeah.
And you in front of my mama house telling me I shouldn't be playing football.
Yeah.
And then he
Hey, hold on.
goes, so
Okay, go ahead finish, because you gotta tell them one of your what made you, if you want to talk about it, about a particular young lady who wanted you to be a part of the homecoming court, I think it was.
you
And
talking about the not the extravaganza, the
debutante.
Spartanets, debutantes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna talk about it.
All right.
Just remind me, I got a bad memory. See, I forgot what I was about to say just now.
You said talk about the guy playing quarterback, and he came and told your mama you couldn't play. You shouldn't
Well,
play.
yeah. But the thing is, Drew, he was a dog, Drew.
Mhm.
Like, he was a dog, and he came. Katie said it's a cult. Lord have mercy. We got people. BT, he said he need a shirt, man. I got you, man. Hey, man. Hey, soon, man. If y'all want one of these shirts, man, DM me. Put it in the comment section, and I got y'all
That's
a shirt, man.
powerful.
Got y'all a shirt coming soon, man. But no. So I think I never really got a reason, but I was like in the first, second grade, and this young lady comes to the house with her mama, Drew. And this is like a girlfriend from like first grade.
Yeah.
And she comes up and she's like, I want you to walk me down for
Man,
debutante.
drop the name, bro.
I'm not dropping the name.
Drop the name, man.
And Tamika, Katie said it's a cult. I'm just the messenger. So I'm not dropping the name. But
oh, that's crazy. Somebody said talk about this.
Talk about what? Oh, Lord have mercy. Goodness gracious. So anyway, this young lady comes to the house with her mom's, right? And Drew, now Katie, I was in the first grade, so this don't count. Drew, I wanted to do it so bad, Drew.
Why you want to do it so bad, Karen?
That was like my first grade crush. That was like the first girlfriend. Drew.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm with this person. Oh, I'm that brother now.
Yeah.
You know? I'm in the first grade, Drew. I wasn't like the most popular person, but I felt like because I was with her, I was somebody.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, man, you know,
chocolate thing, huh?
Yeah. So you messy, boy. You messy, dog. You is being messy tonight.
I'm being a little chatty patty, man. I'm being a little chatty patty, bro. We gonna pull it back. We gonna pull it back. Go ahead, man.
Look, let me take a sip of this. Man. Anyway, she pull up to the house with her mama, Drew. I'll never forget where that car was parked. I remember the color of the car. I remember the type of car, Drew. It was back there in the back light. The back light in the backyard. Yeah, the house was fenced at the time, Drew. And I see my daddy outside, leaning on the fence like this, talking, having a little conversation. What we talking about, Don? What are we talking about? And next thing you know, boy, y'all missing them chats. Lord. Next thing you know, I come outside. Now, I think I already knew ahead of time she wanted me to walk her. And I think I told my daddy, but he wasn't on some no stuff at the time, but I think it was like, I'm going to think about it.
Uh-huh.
By the time I got out the Drew, the decision was made. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you do it. Really, nigga? What? You're not gonna let me do it. Why, Don?
Yeah.
Why? And hurt my heart, Drew.
Man, we got to get Pops on here, let him defend himself. Because, you know, you told me that story with such conviction the first time you told me, man. And I was like, man, we got to go on here and get him on here and let him defend his side of the story when it comes to that. Because
it's nothing to defend. Nothing to defend, because you know what? I think See, my daddy used to do some stuff, Drew.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
Music with cursing?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Not happening.
Not happening. Drew, I never forget, Mike Jones came out with an album, Drew. Now, why was I listening to Mike Jones like that? I don't know. But
Everybody Mike Jones though, man.
But that was like the whole, Swisher House, Paul Wall, Slim Thug. So this like back then came out, right? And I'm listening to R-rated movies. That's another one, Trees. Yep. So my cousin burned me a Mike Jones album. The name of the album was Who is Mike Jones?
Yeah.
Who is Mike Jones? And my daddy found it. And he put it in a CD player and cursing on the intro. Like just started cursing. If I'm not mistaken, back then was the second track.
Yeah, it was the second track.
Okay, so back then, we didn't even make it to back then. He didn't even hit a hit song, Drew. Cursing in the intro, we're not playing it.
Yeah.
He like took my CD and
he broke the junk? Oh man.
Broke it, Drew. Broke it. Disrespectful. What I do, Drew, and I told the story before. What I do, I went to that red Nissan truck he had. My days to work the mill, so he'd get off work real early. He sleep all day, go to work at night. He was knocked out. I went in that truck, got that Luther.
Snapped out.
Never too much, never too much.
Snapped that thing, man.
Threw it away.
Yeah.
Threw it away. I was upset, Drew.
Hey, bro.
Upset.
Man, listen, you letting out some trauma on here, man. We appreciate you, man, because I feel like you still ain't got over that debutante.
Oh, this nigga brought it up again.
I still don't think you got over it, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know it had to be painful to watch somebody else walk that thing down the aisle, man.
Drew, I couldn't even go. What you mean?
They ain't even.
What are you talking about? I couldn't go, Drew.
Hey, man, that is crazy, bro.
I couldn't go, man. I don't know who walked her. I'm
gonna have to ask her, man. I'm gonna have to ask her who had to play cleanup, man. Who had a bat second. That thing, man. I
don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Man, listen, man. I was always curious about that, man, about the Jehovah's Witness stance, and
can y'all hear me out there, man? Somebody told me I'm a little low. Am I low in the comments? Chat, tell me, am I low?
I hear you fine this way.
All right. Hey, man, let's go ahead and real quick, man. Drew, let's plug in, man. Our Legends. Shout out to Legends for sponsoring this episode again, man. Looking for a vibrant nightlife experience in Bogalusa, Louisiana? Look no further than Our Legends Sports Bar and Grill. This black-owned hotspot is located at 709 East 4th Street, Bogalusa, Louisiana. Come dance the night away on our energetic dance floor where the DJ is sure to keep the party going all night. Enjoy a full bar, offering great drink specials and party deals that will make your night unforgettable. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Stop by Our Legends and become a part of the legend that is us. Now, you already know what I'm looking at.
Mama Karen, get you some rest, baby.
You got to go. You were doing 3 months tonight.
Mama Karen, get you some rest, baby.
Mom, what are you doing? You about to get blocked. What are you doing? Hey, man, look, Mom, and you, I guarantee, Drew, I didn't even look at it yet, Drew. I haven't looked at it yet, but I guarantee all them likes and loves on that comment, I guarantee they women. Hold on.
Oh, Mom's here wilding, bro.
2 of them is dudes. 2 of them is they dudes. But y'all doing a little bit too much now. Yeah, y'all doing too much.
Man, somebody say you need a Pine jersey in the back. Oh, that was my boy. That my boy Chris, man.
I'm still reading this comment, bro. Ma.
I tried to slide over it, bro. I'm sorry, man. They were right in the middle of the read, man.
And y'all still running it up. James Brennan. I'm starting to call y'all out. James Brennan, Larry Watterson Jr., Ricky Watterson. It's a Watterson thing. Y'all need to chill out. Wow.
Hey, man.
Goodness gracious, man.
Hey, Chris, man, you a part of the New Pine, bro. You're a part of New Pine. Y'all relevant now. Y'all wasn't relevant when we was in school, man. So we ain't gonna have nothing no Pine related talk. I don't think I ever lost a Pine. Kill y'all lost a Pine?
We didn't play Pine, I don't think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we didn't play Pine. Man, I get my hoarding ways from my mama.
Come on now.
I found the old schedule from 2009.
Yeah.
I know we played Clark. I know we played Franktown. Jules Sumner, Albany. We played Pearl River. Hey man, one time when we played Pearl River, the running back, they had like this running back tandem. And had a white dude fullback and just speedy dude at running back. And the fullback, his baby mama was our classmate in Bold. Boy, we was in his head the entire night.
Man, I'm already knowing.
We was talking about his baby mama being with every black dude at BHS. Now, she wasn't like being with him, but like we was just saying it. It was like, hey, man, it was like, my brother, that's why you lost your girl to that that BBC.
Hey man, that boy had a lot of hard R's for y'all locked up, man.
What? And he had a horrible game.
Yeah.
He had a horrible game.
I'm pretty sure she had a horrible night when he got home too. Cause
if I'm not mistaken, she was like, no, they weren't together no more, but I think she was like giving us ammo.
Okay.
Before the game.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm still getting text messages from Karen H. McGee's wild comments tonight. We're gonna have to stop doing these live, Drew.
Yeah, mom's on here. My boy said she's not a hoarder.
Not a hoarder. Okay,
organized collector, man. I see that.
I will say this. Everything is organized, Drew. She got old
I know, man.
Like boxes and it's all labeled.
I try to get the radio out of her.
Kevin, first grade. Nicole, kindergarten.
Yeah, he ain't paused that, Patrick. I let him slide on it.
Whoa, what did I say?
I let him slide on it. Hey, Miss Karen.
She was giving us.
Hey, Miss Karen, tell him what your nightly ritual is, man. Tell her.
Man, please don't let it be R-rated. Wait, before you comment, I think people need to understand something about my mom. My mother and I have a different relationship than my sister. Okay. My mama is this angel type figure when it comes to conversations with Nicole. All right. But my mom be wild in these conversations with me. So whatever your nightly ritual is, make sure it is rated G. I don't know. Hey
man, your mom had me crying laughing, man. Boy, I wish I could tell you that when she called me, she had me in tears, man, about some of the stories she was telling me about. But I can't, because we got people and relatives and stuff like that on here, man. It wasn't that bad. It was just funny. But yeah, man, Miss Karen funny, bro. Y'all just don't know.
I missed that comment. What did I say she was giving us before the game?
A lot of ammo.
Oh, that wasn't too bad, man.
Yeah, it sounded like something a little bit different. We gonna let you slide on it.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but yeah, plow on the head, man. Plow on the head. We gonna
hold on. BT want to talk about that Cali game. See, I missed that Cali game, man.
Yeah, I didn't go to the Cali game.
Man, let me tell you how I started playing football. So, like I wasn't doing like summer workouts, nothing like that. I was in a band before I got to high school. So I was actually, I don't know if y'all remember Ken Smooth. Between him and JT, the greatest managers ever in BHS history, man. So I was just helping out Smooth, being a little water boy, being a little manager on the football team. And one day, because in college I wanted to be in sports management, so that's what I wanted to do anyway. And I'm at practice one day. They are like probably 4 weeks in, and I think the Cali game was like week 1 or week 2, so I didn't go to that game. But we like 4 weeks in, and it was the week after we missed the extra point against Franktown. And I forgot. I think Vincent was the kicker. You know, he was a receiver. You know, Bo, we never really have kickers. Drew, you could kick. You know, you could kick, but like we never really have true kickers.
No, I respect that.
So Vincent was the kicker, and I think he missed the extra point. And Franktown ended up beating us in 06, fall 06. That was class 07 year. And we had practiced one the next day. And Antoine, he threw a deep ball to probably Spider or somebody. He overthrew him. And I'm all the way at the other end, Drew. Now, I don't have an arm like that. So I kicked it to him.
Mhm.
I punted it back to the other side. Jones said, who kicked that? Who kicked that? Man, later that night, he was like, hey, man, go get a physical tomorrow. So my freshman year, I was the kicker, Drew.
Mhm.
The whole class of 07 called me Kevin the Kicker. That was my name, bro. Kevin the Kicker. 07, 08, Kevin the Kicker. To this day, people call me Kevin the Kicker, man.
Kevin the Kicker.
And I mean, after that, of course, I played center, end, punter, but I was always still the kicker, man, up until my senior year, bro.
Hey, we still gotta get out there, man. We got a bet still on the table, man. We gotta line up and do some field goals, man. See who come out on top of that. Hey, speaking of JT, I ain't gonna lie. One of the funniest thing about JT, man, when he was our manager, JT used to make Kool-Aid, man, and call it Gatorade, bro. Like, man, boy used to have us, man, like mouth.
I got that from him.
Yeah.
I made it even sweeter. Yeah. I called it high quality 2H2O.
I told, man, if anybody played around that time, when JT was, you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. That boy, man, we used to drink a whole Gatorade, be cramping up like crazy, mouth dry, everything. Boy, dude, JT used to have that loaded down with sugar, man. But man, we used to fuck with it though, man. My boy JT used to hold us down though. I ain't gonna lie. Always,
man.
What else we got, kid? Where we at? We at 10:30.
I know. I saw LeBron and Stephen A. been going back and forth again. LeBron been on like a podcast tour the last 24 hours.
Yeah. I saw him.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I saw he was ripping him apart for not showing up to Kobe's memorial.
He had to retract that statement because that was false.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
he definitely was there. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think LeBron getting all his interviews out the way because he about to hang it up in about. I give LeBron 2 more years before he hang it up.
2 more years. You think they get a ring this year?
I mean, Luka and Bron are playing better together than I thought they would.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, what are they ranked right now in the West?
Shoot, I haven't even looked at it lately. Let's
see right here. They 4th. I mean, yeah, the Thunder's gonna be by far clinched that number 1 spot. But they 4th in the West right now, and they got their play in and everything. So
yeah,
4 plays. Who 8?
Yep, top plays. We got. Hold on now, man. You can't. Boy, say LeBron saw the wet tissue paper, but yeah.
Let me see. I saw something else. I saw Dion was hinting towards a possible Shedeur Sanders in New Orleans. Because they do all the interviews before the draft.
Yeah.
So the Saints were one of the teams on his list. If it wasn't Cleveland, if it wasn't who else need a quarterback right now?
What you think that matchup would be like? Though, like as far as the matchup with the charisma of the city and his personality, you think that'll marry well?
I think it'll be like when Reggie Bush came to New Orleans.
Think so?
Yeah, Bush fell in our lap on accident.
Yeah. So that's the thing about quarterbacks in New Orleans, man. You have to be able to it's not really necessary. You have to also be able to mesh with the city and the culture well. Because it don't matter how good you are, man, they're gonna reject you if you don't. My sister wild, man.
I don't know. I don't know. As of late, the Negroes have been winning the rings. If you take away Tom Brady, all right. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is, and you got Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, right now,
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the draft order. You got Tennessee, Cleveland, New York just signed Russell Wilson, so I don't see them drafting. So
I think they got Jameis Winston to back him up. So yeah, I doubt
they did. Yeah. So you got Drake May in New England. Jacksonville has what's his name? Sunshine from Remember the Titans. Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders just went and signed Geno. So that's 3 through 6 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now they saying they've been leaning more towards Cam Ward being the number 1 pick lately.
Yeah.
So that's Tennessee and that's Cleveland. All right. If Cam Ward goes number 1, I can see the Saints, and they just restructured Derek Carr's.
Yeah, they got cap space now, I think.
So I mean, so D says she want Cam Ward.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take either one of them over Derek Carr. Yeah. Trade Derek Carr to Tennessee or to Cleveland. Get us one of those first 2 picks and let us move on with our life.
Man, they are not finna give up a pick for Derek Carr, bro. I can guarantee you that. Not no early round pick. Nah, hell no.
Okay, Derek Carr, I would give up Olave. I give up Olave for that.
I don't know, fam. Olave young.
D, you got the connections with the Saints, okay?
Olave so you tell young,
us,
bro.
Put us together a package, D. All right, put us together a package that we can send a quarterback over a quarterback, receiver, and picks for one of those top 2 picks, so we can get either Cam Ward or Shedeur.
It would have to be somebody. I would probably go somebody out for defense.
I'm trying to think who. Man, that'll be at least you're gonna lose at least 3 players for that.
Yeah,
you're gonna lose 3 players. Now you could do like Mike Dick and give up the whole draft and go get Ricky Williams if you want to. But let's see. They saying Katie said not Olave. They saying Derek Carr has a no trade clause in his contract.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He gonna be there. So it's gonna have to be. It would have to be a package deal. But it would have to be one of our young guns. But like I said, I can't see Olave or Shaheed because them boys young. Man, you can't give up young talent like that, man.
You wouldn't give up one of them to get a quarterback though?
Nah.
A franchise quarterback?
Nah.
All right, I'm about to look at the roster. We have, let's see. I think Cam Jordan too late in the career to go trade him for something like that.
He ain't going nowhere.
It's same as Tyrann Mathieu.
That's what I said. One of them boys on the outside. We already got rid of.
I give up Foster Moreau too. I'll give up 2 significant pieces for us to go out and get a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to think because we ain't got nobody on the defensive line really to bargain.
Saying get rid of Alvin Kamara.
Nah, he just re-signed, didn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, I say 2 picks. Foster Moreau.
What do they need? What do who's top 2? Tennessee and Cleveland?
Yeah, and I think they both need a quarterback. I know for sure Cleveland.
That's why I said they both need a quarterback. So you're gonna have to give a lot in order for them to pass on the quarterback.
Let's see. So right now, Tennessee needs a quarterback, an edge rusher, a receiver, a linebacker, and a safety. Cleveland needs a quarterback, O-lineman, edge, running back, and safety. So let's look at Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
We got some O-linemen we can give you. Now, on the edge, did we re-sign Chase Young?
Yeah, we did. To a nice deal at that. D said Carr, 9th round, 2026 first and second rounder, 27 second. Keep your young players, yeah. That's what I was saying.
Because hopefully that 27 pick not gonna be that good of a pick if we play well.
Well, we got a lot of young players, so we got something to build on. It's just the fact that we got to have a young quarterback to build with, and that's why I'm skeptical about giving up any offensive lineman. You gotta, these days, especially a young quarterback, you gotta have somebody to protect. If not, you end up like Bryce Young.
Now I will say the Saints do always, they always that first round is always an offensive lineman, but they always pan out.
Yeah.
They always pan out.
Yeah, we do a good job at developing the offensive line, but we do terrible at developing quarterbacks. Drew Brees fell into our lap because he was actually supposed to go to Miami first. So we haven't done a good job at developing a quarterback in fucking years from coming out of the draft. Now we do have Kellen Moore, who I feel like is going to be a great quarterback coach because he's much more of an offensive minded person. So I do think we're going to get a push for a quarterback. I feel like we're solid at wide receiver. I honestly feel like we got, if it depends on what's the new running back we got out of Tulane? Kendre Miller.
Hold on real quick.
Wasn't it Kendre Miller? Or did he come out of Tulane? Well, anyway, Kendre Miller, if he could stay healthy, I feel like he's gonna probably surpass. I think I'm froze up. He gonna probably surpass.
While my brother Drew gets back on, man. Shout out to Legends. Shout out to Legends for sponsoring this episode. Looking for a vibrant nightlife experience in Bogalusa, Louisiana? Look no further than Our Legends Sports Bar and Grill. This black-owned hotspot is located at 709 East 4th Street, Bogalusa, Louisiana. Come dance the night away on our energetic dance floor where the DJ is sure to keep the party going all night. Enjoy a full bar offering great drink specials and party deals that will make your night unforgettable. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Stop by Our Legends and become a part of the legend that is us. Hey man, I love that instrumental, bro.
Oh yeah, shout out to my girl Kim. She just came in. Miss Nia Love. Kim, how you gonna forget? Then you showing up late to the party on top of all that. That's crazy, man. You feel me?
Crazy work.
And you supposed to be, you supposed to be one of those. You sister to the podcast itself. You was here in the beginning.
Can y'all hear Drew in the chat? Drew, I feel like you're a little lower, man. I don't know.
Shit, I should be straight.
Let me see.
Who my baby? She sleep? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. No, you good now. You louder now. But I don't know, man. We'll see what the Saints do. As far as they got over on us last year. Oh, we just knew we were going to the Super Bowl again. Lord, 2 weeks in, couldn't tell us nothing.
Short breaks in the season. I've very experienced with the Saints, man. But hey, we gonna rock though. Either way, you know how we do. We gonna fuss about them all off season, and then we'll be right back on kickoff, thinking we going back.
Right now, Drew, I've been on this diet for quite some time. I'm hungry and I'm thinking Waffle House, Drew. I'm thinking Waffle House. When I look at Waffle House, if somebody not outside smoking a cigarette, can't go there. If when I get inside, the floors aren't filthy or sticky or greasy, food's not going to be good. If my server doesn't have a record, it's not going to hit right. It's not going to hit right. So I'm going to give me some Waffle House, man. I shouldn't be eating this late. But let me see. Oh, see now they be I'm not touching that tonight. Nope. No, I was gonna try to import the photos, but man, shout out to District A, man. Shout out to District A, man. If y'all missed it a few episodes ago, I think it was the last live.
Just that laptop, man. They got to see the shirt.
Oh, my bad. Shout out to O'Ree, man. Shout out to O'Ree for joining us, man. We're gonna have to bring O'Ree back at least once a month. Yeah, that was a nice episode, bro. But shout out to O'Ree, man. His infamous phrase right now.
That's powerful.
Hey, man, real quick, Drew. When O'Ree called my phone, I don't even say hello, man. I go straight to it. He be like, Kev. I be like, that boy called me a F&B. That boy called me a F&B. Ooh, that's powerful.
That's powerful.
Think about it, Drew. Somebody cuss you out like a dog. That's powerful. Goodness gracious. But yeah, man. What? My memory is just so bad tonight, man. District A. So I was talking about the weeds that were growing, and somebody confirmed that the weeds were most definitely still there. But a good Samaritan, I don't know who did it. Was it the city? Did Ms. Case put in a work order? Did, just somebody come through and start mowing those weeds? But those weeds I spoke of are now gone. Shout out to Ms. Case. Shout out to District A. Hey, hold on. Let me see if I got it. Man, shout out, man. I hope that wasn't too loud. That was loud on my end. But man, shout out to whoever put that in motion. Whoever put that in motion, man. Those weeds are not gone. Now we still got to work on that pothole. There's a pothole, but you know what? I think O said it in the comments early, man. It's a step in the right direction. Let me reiterate, man. Me and Ms. Case don't have any problems. It's all jokes. I promise you. If I saw her today, I'll give her a hug, man. We just putting a little heat under the butt. That's it, man. That's all it is, man. Nah, hey, we're not gonna go too much on bowl tonight, man.
Yeah, we
did that enough
a little bit, last 2 episodes. We don't want to be everything to be 100% heavy like that, man. We gonna keep moving forward, man. What you drinking on tonight, Kev?
That was most definitely. Hey, man, I like a little bit of red wine. Naomi, man. I like dry wine, man. Dry wine, not that sweet stuff. My mama said I can't smoke his hookah, and so I say, you know what?
Man,
give me a little wine, man.
My boy, Mr. William, in business. Them
See? Nope. I'm not doing it tonight.
Man, shout out to Mr. William, man. Mr. William came through for a lot of y'all, man. Y'all, everybody know who Mr. William is. Man, one of the best shade trees around, man. That's not a derogatory term, but
hey, man, Pastor, you tripping, man. We got Wi-Fi right down the street, cuz.
Man, listen.
And don't put my location out there like that. I'm on the wrong side. No, let's leave it right there. Let's leave it right there. Not that Tyler Perry. Come on, man. Come on, man. What BT talking about, man? BT, put it in the comments, man. Ooh, BT just texted me. Ooh, that's powerful. Look, goodness gracious.
That's powerful.
God. Man, another thing, man, I just you saw what's going on with Mo3 and Yella Beezy, that whole incident?
I don't really know too much about that. No.
Well, you know who Mo3 is, right? So Mo3 is like a rapper singer, and we're gonna get into this Rod Wave versus Drew later on. So we can kind of segue into that after this, but Mo3 was a rapper / singer and out of Dallas. Excuse me, and Yella Beezy is a rapper out of Dallas. Well, when I lived in Dallas, maybe 4 years ago, Mo3 was killed on the interstate out there. And I think a few years back, they released the footage, but it's been circulating again of him on the interstate getting out of his car. And you see the shooter get out and chase him down the interstate, gunned him down right there on the interstate, man. broad daylight, and they were going back and forth for a few years, and they saying the female set him up because he got out of his car to, like, he literally is in the middle lane on the interstate, 3-4 lane highway, gets out, comes out the back of his car, goes to the passenger seat, try to get the Muscatel, and it's not there, and he run away.
Yeah.
Seconds later, gone. So rumor has been on the internet for quite some time that Yella Beezy was behind it. And but not too long ago, I mean, before that, or maybe a year before that, I think Yella Beezy was shot at, like on the north side of Dallas, and they were saying Mo3 was behind that. So it was a lot of back and forth. But recently he was arrested and I think charged for the murder of Mo3, maybe like yesterday. And if I'm not mistaken, he got a bond. If I'm not mistaken, he got a bond. I know somebody was in the comments saying, how he get out and Diddy still in there? That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's just crazy. But that was speculation for a few years that Yella Beezy was behind that. But let's see, 1-3. Yeah. But Dallas was hot at that time because the same weekend of his funeral, that's when Boosie's Sprinter got shot up. So, and I was on the interstate, man. I was helping my coworker move. I went and not to help him move. I went to go drop a bed off. And I was on the same interstate about 30 minutes before that happened, bro. 40 minutes before that happened.
Yeah, man. I don't know too much about, which I never really been, and that's half my issue is I'm a heavy East Coast hip hop fan, so I'm really not familiar with a lot of the Southern rapper, especially underground, either local rap that's been coming out lately. So that's the first time I did hear something about. I remember Boosie getting his Sprinter shot up when he was over there. I was hearing a little bit about that, but yeah, I wasn't familiar with that situation. Let me ask you this: you know how old people always be like, it's the music, it's the music, it's the music. Do you really feel like it's the culture of the music, or do you feel like it's just a lot more about how kids are being raised these days? Do you feel like that music has that much, hip hop has that much influence on the lifestyle or the nature of it, or what?
I mean, it's most definitely, the music does most definitely play a part. I'm getting messages saying you low, Drew. I don't know. Everybody, is Drew low to y'all? I don't know, man. It's the software, man. I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, I can hear you, but I don't know. But it's most definitely the music. I think in that situation, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Like Patrick, you gotta know about that situation with Mo3 and Yella Beezy. But it was a lot of talking. There was a lot of going back and forth. It was a lot of people around Mo3. They were saying Mo3 wasn't really about that. He wasn't like that. And then, but you got some people that saying he was. I don't know. They're saying you sound good on Facebook. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe that's what it is. But you say you don't know a lot of underground, but we know you do know Rod Wave, and you took a lot of heat. I think that was like one of the very, very first 2 episodes we did. You took a lot of heat, Drew, saying you don't really mess with the wave like that.
Nah, man.
Kim, get on that man head.
I said, only thing that I said was that I would like to see a little bit maturity from him on his albums moving forward. That's all I said. I would like to see a different switch up, maybe see a different beat pattern, beat choice. I want to see him get away from the samples a little bit, kind of stand on his own production. As far as when it comes to his beat selection. And that was it. That was pretty much it. But people, as always, take it as I can't like when he first initially came out, it was like, okay, this is cool. This is different. It was like I said, it was a void that needed to be filled in the area of rap. And I feel like he did a good job on the first couple of albums, filling that void. But I mean, once you get to number 3, and it's still the same sound, I mean, you can pretty much rap his songs on every single one of on every single other beat that he makes. You can just choose a song, choose one of his beats, and you can pretty much rap it the same. So that's all I was saying. But I guess people took it as, I'm hating, but I just don't feel like.
Hey man, if they all sound alike and you like one, you like them all.
I just feel like
somebody say he the Fat Luther
I just don't
rap.
feel
Come
like
on,
people be. Only thing that frustrates me is people be putting him in like the best like conversations, top 10 conversations, and I'm like, all right, come on, y'all, what we doing?
When you say top 10, are we talking all time or what are we saying? Or right now?
Nothing. No,
you're not even top 10 right now.
Like for popularity, then if you're talking about popularity, then yeah. But I'm talking about.
Okay, I understand it depends on the music genre you like, but I'm giving Rod Wave top 10 right now. Even if he 9, even if he 10, I'm giving him 10 right now.
Who is your top 10 right now?
I don't. So, like I said before, I listen to Afrobeats. So my top 10 is always going to be like the WizKids, the Asake, the Davido, the Burna Boy. But Future, Gunna. I don't really listen to Lil Baby like that.
We're not talking about your personal top 10. We saying like.
Yeah, why we not talking about my personal top 10? You asked me who is my top 10, saying, so like, it got to be my personal.
If you had to look at the scope of hip hop and rap right now and say we talking about relevancy, or we talking about, if you're talking about relevancy, I understand that concept.
Well, I ain't talking about relevancy because I don't even, the people I listen to in America, they not even big like that. So I'm not talking about like how relevant they are. But
okay,
he's top 10 to me. Like so you know how Apple come out with the like your most played, like at the end of the year. My most played was like Rod Wave, then Asake, or vice versa, one of them. Hey man, if y'all not on Afrobeats by now, man, y'all need to go ahead and get on
that's
that.
That's a good question.
What is my mama talking about?
She love Lil Baby, man.
Hey, no. Hey, look, my mama's favorite artist.
Come on now.
It's Boosie now. Y'all don't. Hey, my mama, Boosie. Hey man, my mom was in Houston a few months ago. I think it was last summer, and she I flew back with her to New Orleans, and we had no reason going to baggage claim, Drew. And we going down the escalator, and my mama's like, "Oh my goodness, I think that's Percy Miller." Drew, we going down.
Yeah,
most definitely was Master P. You know, Karen. Now she don't do it anymore, but my mama probably thought COVID was still going around heavy because she wore that mask everywhere. She everywhere, man. Yeah. She wore that mask everywhere. Even in the house, she used to tell me, because during COVID, I traveled the world during COVID. I was in Mexico. Man, wasn't nobody traveling. Me and Katie was in Mexico every weekend. So Karen, wore her mask everywhere, bro. And the one time I saw her take it off, it was for Percy Miller. And she took that picture, and ever since then, I don't think she put a mask back on.
Hey man,
I don't think she put it back on. But yeah, my mama does listen to rap.
Yeah, she
most definitely
she like Lil Baby, man. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, none of the Lils. I can't really get with too many of the Lils these days, man. But that's just my personal preference. But like I was a heavy East Coast guy, man. So that style and lyricism is completely different between the two. It's catchy. I can see why a lot of the younger generation like it as far as being catchy. But when it comes to my preference, like I would have to pass on the Lils, but
Man, Rod Wave all day, man. Sometimes you want to feel a little bit depressed, man. Sometimes you gotta go in there, you gotta listen to a little something to get you in that mood.
More power to y'all, man. I can't let him keep BT said mom better risk it all for Pete.
Lord. That's one. Hey, your sister, if I'm around your sister and Rod Wave come on, your sister messy. Let me tell you why. She gonna look at me and be like, look at Kev about to cry.
Hey, man.
I'm like, dang, D.
But I'm like that on any artist, popular artist, man. I want to see maturity in your music. I want to see you go for which is why I like how Hove came back out whenever he dropped what was his latest album called?
I have no idea.
You don't listen to Hove, man?
No, not really, bro. That's done. Range, man. Done. I guess he said he used to listen to him, but now I'm just saying, no old jokes. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. But I know we said this a while back.
444
about
it was, yeah.
Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean, my brother.
Right, man.
Frank Ocean.
As far as
Frank Ocean,
a lot of people
definitely.
don't fuck with Frank, man. Yeah, I mean,
why though? If y'all don't listen to Frank Ocean, have y'all even like just sat the time to listen to Blonde, the last album he dropped when it was over a decade ago? That is one of the best albums ever. When I fly, that is what I put on.
I can respect that. He really not for everybody. And I can see why.
Orange is better than Blonde, or Blonde is better than Orange? Which one? Or do you have something else?
Blonde is definitely better than Orange in my opinion.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking too.
I mean, Orange not bad though. It's just the fact that if I'm comparing the two, Blonde is a no skip for me personally. Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It's a no skip for me.
Most definitely. You start with that Nikes and you just letting it run. I know you wanted to get into like the business of things. I know we what, an hour and 45 in right now. I know you want to get into the business of things, but I'll let you start there, man. That was your topic, so
hold it for
you can go ahead. No, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get in there.
No, I just want to kind of brush up on how we have problems in our community on black businesses versus the black consumer. We see the arguments online a lot about the division and the divide, and as far as how black business owners treat their consumers and how consumers treat their black business owners. But I honestly just feel like there is a misunderstanding between the two. I think a lot of times on the consumer side of things, which a lot of black consumers fail to understand, that a lot of black businesses, whenever we don't start with the capital that everybody else start with. We other nationalities tend to start with bigger loans. They might go to the bank and get a business loan for $100K, $150K. So they go buy all the equipment, they go buy everything that they need and get the nice building, then they just set up and they run with it. But when it comes to us, a lot of times we start strictly from the mud. Everything is out of our own pockets. Everything we buy is out of our own pockets. We don't have the big discounts from suppliers that we can't buy in bulk like other companies, that start with that level of capital can. So whenever we make our prices, a lot of times we're making prices based off of us not going bankrupt or having to close our doors and go broke. So it's just a mentality of, don't get me wrong, there's always outliers and there's always those ones that want to take advantage of the consumer who charge outrageous and crazy prices. But for a large part of small black business owners, it's really a struggle because we're starting with nothing. We out here on our dream with a hope and a prayer. We just praying to break even. So a lot of these prices that we charge, we're not really even making a profit. We just trying to break even till we can survive long enough to grow our business to get to a point to where we can drop our prices. But I also think a lot of times on the flip side of that, what the black business owner don't understand is that people's money is not obligated to you. You know, black people's money, black people are also looking for um something that fits their budget. So if you charge an oxtail, well, I ain't gonna say oxtail because it's a big controversy about oxtails, but if if you are selling, say if you're selling snowballs or whatever, if they got 5 kids, they trying to go somewhere where they're not gonna break the bank trying to buy snowballs. You see what I'm saying? Like, so if you charging, $5 a snowball and this other place over here is charging 2, you can't get mad at them for watching their budget as just like you're trying to watch yours. And I think that's where the divide come from. We talk down on people for consumers or black consumers trying to find the best deal for them instead of understand that we talk down on them. And I think that's one of the biggest divides we have between the two, is that the black consumer don't quite understand how difficult it is to start and own and operate a business from scratch when you don't have the capital other nationalities have. When we walk into these banks, we can have great credit scores, we can have everything that we need, and we still not going to get the same amount of money that other nationalities are going to get when they walk into those banks asking for the same level of money. So I don't know, I just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit, see how you felt about that, see how the people felt about that.
Well, I'm gonna just go off of like my photography, right? So when I first started, I did a lot of free, and it wasn't because like I could have charged, but I wasn't gonna charge anybody something if I felt like it wasn't worth it yet. So a lot of stuff was free or very cheap, but like my equipment is expensive now. And as you get there and as you build your business and you upgrade equipment, you have to raise prices. Now, you know, they have that debate going on about barbers. I'm glad I ain't got to go there no more. But, you know, when we was growing up, man, you can go get you a haircut for $10. Now you seeing 40, 50, and I don't know the prices. I don't know how much stuff costs. But, I mean, I lost you, Drew. But I don't know how much, their equipment is and what they have to buy. So, but you see it all over that. That's what everybody's doing as far as barbers. But for me, like I said, when I started off, I had like a $600 camera. And I had like a kit lens, the ones that, come in. And as I started shooting weddings and as I started shooting senior portraits and engagements, I wasn't even shooting sports yet. But then I started shooting sports with that same equipment and realized I can't shoot football with this wedding lens. Gotta go buy that. And eventually it got to a point to where I'm shooting your wedding or I'm shooting, football that y'all are, booking me to do. I'm shooting that with a $4,000 camera and a $2,000 lens. But you want me to show up and do it for $100?
Yeah.
You go get that boy with the cheaper camera or that young lady with the cheaper camera. Because look, I was there at one point. At one point I was there.
Yeah.
Give them that business. I can't do it. I can't do it because that is to the point where I got to maintain, the equipment level. You want the quality, but you don't want to pay the quality, So, and the thing is, man, it's not just the camera. It's the time. It's the time. Like, all right, I'm in Houston. I say I'm shooting a wedding in Bold. 9 times out of 10, you want me to shoot your wedding because of the quality.
Yeah.
Well, that travel fee you got to pay. You got to pay that travel fee, man. You got Katie, shut up. Katie over here text. You got the not even the actual equipment itself. You have the editing software, Drew. Okay, I'm not using iMovie that come with the MacBook. I'm using the legit Final Cut Pros. I'm using. I'm not, but I'm saying that's when I started. Now I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes if I need to, hold on, Krista saying We need
Yeah, that's
5,000 t-shirts ASAP.
That's Sister O'Ree.
Hey, so you know what? Hey, well, you know what, Sister O'Ree? We're gonna order that and we're gonna split that 50-50, and we're gonna pull a Marvin Sapp. If you don't have it on when you come to Christ Way Ministry, you ain't coming in the door. You ain't coming in the door. And shout out to Chrissy, man. You done came in, so let me drop it real quick, man. Let me drop it.
That's powerful.
Ooh, that boy called me a F&B. Goodness gracious, that's power. Hey, but no, so like, yes, we all started with iMovie. I was using iMovie in college, man. And sometimes I still use it if I just need to just do a quick edit, because the other softwares take so long. When I shot Milltown, I was able to do it because I had the camera wasn't like as good, so the quality of the image, it was like a 1080, so I could edit that whole thing on the computer I had back then. But now, even editing this podcast, Drew, I lose memory because we shooting it in 4K. So I lose memory every episode we shoot. I have to delete everything. I have to go get a second hard drive. And when we edit now, I'm not just putting a filter on a picture, baby.
Tell them how many hours it take to edit.
Now you have some. You want to talk about a wedding? You want to talk about senior pictures? Man, it takes me at minimum 8 weeks to edit a wedding, like pictures, video too. 8 weeks. Look, if y'all getting pictures back like that, one or two things happen. They popped the filter. Three things happen. They popped the filter on it. They didn't edit it at all, or they got a company or somebody or a team to edit it for them. If you're getting it back like that. A lot of businesses, like photography, you are just, you doing it yourself. You go shoot it, you come home, you edit it. So look, man, it's different, man. A lot of photographers are different. Some people have teams, some people don't. I know Brittany be up 3-4 in the morning editing. You can see her online still editing, up for 4 o'clock in the morning editing. And I do the same thing, man, because we up late just editing stuff. We're not just putting filters on stuff, baby.
I do want to talk.
We're not doing that.
Mr. McGee just put on there about customer service. That's something that I'm gonna be heavy on the black businesses about. We do have terrible customer service at a lot of these black establishments. We tend to bring our, and when I say we, I'm just speaking in general terms, but we tend to bring our house bullshit and our relationship bullshit into work with us, and we have to learn as black businesses how to separate the two. Whoever's walking through that door ain't got nothing to do with what happened to you earlier that day. They ain't got nothing to do with the last customer. We have to learn how to treat people with love and grace whenever they stand in front of our window or whatever you might be serving or whatever you might be doing. We have to treat them fairly and with respect. We lose a lot of times out on that alone. I know a lot of people that want to support, but the customer service is ass. You call when you tell them like, hey, this is not what I ordered, or either, this is not, and they automatically treat you as a villain. So I'm not mad at that at all. That's something that we do across the board in black businesses. We have to work on that. And a lot of it is because a lot of times, like Kev said, a lot of these businesses, they be running by themselves, or maybe it's just them and their husband, or them and their family, and they overwhelmed, so, and that's not.
Because Katie shoot with me. If I'm shooting a wedding, if I'm doing video and photo, it's me and Katie. If I'm shooting a larger wedding, me, Katie, Shakara. But I mean, a lot of it too, well, maybe not a lot of it, but part of it is when you're a small business owner, especially in a small town, people either know you or they think they know you. If I take your pictures on Sunday, baby, don't hit me up on Monday asking me, are they ready? We're not putting filters on this. We have to go in. We got to export. Now think about this, Drew. When you have a higher quality camera, you know this. It takes longer to export. You don't just, if you take, Drew, if I do a photo shoot, I take about, let's say I take 500 pictures. It don't take 2 minutes to do that. It don't take 2 minutes to upload that to a computer. It takes maybe 20 minutes by the time you upload it, put it in Lightroom. Then I gotta go through every image I took. Then I gotta select every image I took. Then the editing goes on, Drew. And I'm zooming in. I'm making sure all the blemishes. It's not like an overnight thing. Now, if you want overnight work, you go to somebody that does that. Meaning either they edit quick or they got a team that's gonna do it, or but if you want real quality, it takes time to do that.
Listen,
man.
that's one
it
thing.
takes
I ain't gonna
time
lie. I remember one time working with shout out to Gabby Cakes Bakery, working with my sister-in-law for one of those Valentine's. It was either Mother's Day or Valentine's, but she had a dip over 1,000 and something strawberries. And let alone just that alone, bro. If people really knew how much strawberries were, Brother Kel, like people really because I every time I get on here, I see people with Facebook be like, man, we are not trying to buy them $60 strawberries, but fam, do y'all know like how
that's not the market for you.
Y'all understand
that's not the market for you.
And we ain't talking about just the rotten strawberries that you'll be seeing, sitting at Walmart or sitting at, like, you have to literally go and find quality strawberries and quality flowers and things of that nature. So when we was dipping that stuff, and then not only that, just the chocolate alone, man. The process of dipping those strawberries, how tedious that was, bro, and putting everything together, man, like it all made perfect fucking sense to me why a lot of that stuff is the price that it is. But like I said, a lot of consumers don't really understand, the amount of work behind the scenes. They just see the finished product and be like, oh, I could put four strawberries in a box. I mean, if like I said, if you're doing a small don't get me wrong, I'm only speaking to the people that's really pushing out weight. I ain't talking about the people that's doing 4 orders or 5 orders. They be like, oh, that ain't that hard. Yeah, you only did, that's 20, 30 strawberries, maybe at most. Nah, I'm talking about when you start getting into the thousands. Man, it's a different level of work, man. And then you got to pay for your time. Your time is valuable too, so you got to pay for your time as well. So it's just a lack of understanding on both parts. And then if it's not in your price range, it's okay to just be like, hey, look, that's just not in my budget. Thank you, and move on. But no, we want to go online and bash people just because what their prices are. If it's not in your price range, just move on. It's just that simple. It's not that bad. Go find what's the best price for you. But anyway, like I want us to come to a better understanding on both sides of the equation, because I've been a consumer. I own business, my own business, so I understand both things. I understand both points of view, because whenever I go shop for something, I'm not just gonna buy the first thing I see. I'm gonna shop around. I'm gonna figure out, what's the best price, and then that's what I'm gonna go with. So I'm not mad at consumers for doing that, but at the same time, I understand there are certain things that I'm gonna pay for that's quality based. You're not finna go to the dollar store and buy a TV and hang it up on your wall, because like, hey man, if this is something that I'm gonna have to buy that's quality. It's certain brands that we trust. It's certain stores that we trust more than others, and that's based off of quality. You're going to have to pay for quality. It's just the way that it is.
Well, I always say this, Drew. Treat me like you treat Life Touch. All right? Life Touch take your pictures, and it take about 2 months for them things to come back. All right? Y'all not blowing up Life Touch, but because we on Messenger and you saw me grow up, you just gonna hit me a message like, hey man, when the pictures gonna be ready? And I think people also don't understand how editing works as far as deliverables. So they would see, like, if I shoot a wedding or something, right? They'll see other things dropping. But for example, when I NFL pictures, man, that's a deadline. If I shoot a game that end at 3:30, them pictures got to be in by 4. Like, you have to send those out like ASAP. And a lot of times, man, it's like you sitting in the media room, you try to edit during halftime. Man, I've been on planes editing, bro. And like when I first started, I was trying to figure it out, man. I could not figure it out, man. Shout out to Jerry Kelly, man, out of LA. LT, man, like they the ones that got me on with this. LT want those images ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP. And when I first started, it was difficult to try to figure out how to get those pictures to them. And when I finally, like now, it's if I'm on a flight, if I'm in a Uber, and you know, football pictures are easier to shoot just because now those once you edit one picture, depending on the lighting and the setting, you could, if it's a dome, if you're shooting in a game in a dome, you can edit one picture and then you can copy and paste that to the rest of them. It's the only time I'm gonna pop a quote unquote
that's
filter
a deadline,
on
something that you got to have in, man, and that's totally understandable, you know. But yeah, I just want people to understand that, you know, on both sides of the equation. I want business owners to understand what consumers are going through. I want consumers to understand what, you know, also what business owners are going through, and realize that it's not intentional. Like I said, it's exceptions to every rule. You got a lot of consumers out there that just want to be a dick. They just want to be an asshole about stuff. And we're not talking about those. We're talking about the everyday, reasonable consumers. Same thing with business owners. You got a lot of business owners that are trying to get rich overnight. And when I'm not speaking about them, I'm talking about the reasonable, hardworking, respectable business owners. You know, so
a lot of us got 22 jobs.
Not the only one we living off of. Trust me. You know, the money y'all see coming in, it goes to way more than just our household. Some of it don't even make it to our household. That shit goes straight to overhead. You know what I'm saying? Because these buildings that we working out of they ain't cheap. You know, but yeah, I just want to kind of touch on that.
Hey man, I need to get a man, we need a link or something, man, for Lionhead. Shout out to Lionhead Fitness, man. I'm over here plugging all the KL photography in the comments.
That's my daughter now, man. She run that now, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to Cam, man, my baby hustling right now, as it is, man. But yeah, Cam over here at Lionhead Fitness, y'all get with us. Summer coming up, y'all know what that means. It's time to get those summer bodies together. So y'all make sure,
they made right now,
winter, but you still got time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we go. Depend on where you're at in the world.
Cam, man, I'm gonna have to throw her information into the chat so y'all can get with her to get those summer bodies together. But yeah, what else we got?
Yeah, man. That's all I really got tonight, man. I want to shout out the people, bro. Last night I went and added up every view, every like page view, Instagram, Facebook, every listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere, man. iHeartRadio. Only got one episode on iHeartRadio, but we everywhere, man. We are everywhere, bro. And I went and added everything up, man. We are at 240,000 views and listens, man.
Applause,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, maybe like 3 weeks ago, Drew. 3 weeks ago, I remember posting, we had 1,000 views on the video. 3 weeks ago, man. And 240K. So shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. Only the beginning, man. We got some guests. We got a few guests coming up. We got Dr. Byron Hurst, superintendent of the Bogalusa City School System. He will be next week.
Yeah, he'll be here.
Next week we have him. We got ED, Aaron DeMond, former great lumberjack, LSU Tiger, Southern Jaguar. He got him coming up. My little cousin, current Jaguar, Jaden Rogers, he gonna be here. Frat brother, a local attorney in Lafayette, Mr. McKinley Mac James, he gonna come join us. So got a few guests coming up, man. We wanted to come on here and chat with y'all and get another episode out. I know we dropping them quick. A lot of y'all's gonna have to catch up, man.
Also got a young man, which I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with, Christian Frazier, Mrs. Tiff's son. He reached out. He said he wanted to kind of come on and be a voice for the younger generation, man, and we love that, man. Like, absolutely, we would love to hear from that teenage generation and down, you know, just what their viewpoints on a lot of topics. So we'll have him coming up to kind of speak on that. That's something that made my heart smile, like the old people say. Made my heart smile, Kel, whenever he reached out and asked if he can come on and just I'm laughing at
you over there reading, bro.
Katie hit me up. I'll tell you about it when we get off. When we get off. She said I can't say it.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know what she about to say.
That's powerful.
Lord, I gotta get Cam got one of my cards, man, and all I see is charges popping up.
So look, hey, last episode we tried this. You know, we still. This is our third live.
Yeah, third live. Yeah.
It's our third live, right? Third live. So we tried this last time. Y'all, a few of y'all said the music was loud. In my ear, it wasn't loud. I went back and watched it. It was loud as hell. It was loud as hell on the recording. So if y'all in the comment section, please let me know how loud the music is, man. Is it loud right now? I'm trying to find that outro, man. I got the outro video already loaded up. But in my ear, it sounds legit. Drew, how is it over there with you, man? Sound good? But see, it got that drop right there. It got that drop, so I can't really hit a level, man. You know, so right there. Oh, okay. That's it right there. Man, shout out to y'all tuning in with us tonight, Drew. Get us out of here tonight, man. You gotta make the train do I have it? I don't even know. Hold on, I may have it. Wait, time out. Wait a minute. I don't know if I can play 2 songs at once.
Hey, we still learning over here, man. You got a crowd before you walk, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, hey, right, man.
I don't know.
Mr. Julius, y'all been holding us down. Shout out to y'all, man. But, yeah, man, we on our last stop on the night train, man. We're going to ride with us tonight. We're going to see y'all next week. We're going to have, like I said, we have Hearthstone. It's going to be a great vibe. We also got part 2 coming up soon. So y'all can check it out, man. I think that's about it. You got anything else next week?
Man, I'm over here trying to be a DJ right now, man. I'm trying to make sure I get the music going. I'm trying to make sure I accidentally deleted the outro. No, it ain't all good. I'm about to figure this out, man. When you keep on talking, Drew, get us out of here, but keep on talking at the same time.
Hey, man, look, y'all be careful this weekend. We're supposed to have bad weather, I think, starting on tomorrow night going into Saturday. So everybody be safe this weekend. Make sure you got everything that you need in the bag. Hope you're doing for other
Man, my birthday, man, you know, I don't have to share it this year with a great man this year, man. So I'm the week before April 13th, man. Trip to Mexico, Paris for a concert, man. But other than that, that's it. No, nothing like that, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Let's see if I got it lined up. There we go. Just perfect timing.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank y'all for
We
joining
out,
us,
baby.
man. Most definitely, thank y'all. I love that intro too. Promise I love it. Thank y'all again for joining us, man. Y'all have a good night. aboard the night train.